Good morning. This is going to be a great day. It's so good. I actually thought I ought to get a tuxedo. Before I start my report on our search journey, I'd like to acknowledge the team: Billy Swanson, Linda Palazzolo, Inger Dabney, Kevin in the back, myself, and Janine, our co-chairman, is out of town. I also want to thank Pete Svoboda for his advice and input while he was on the team. The second and probably next very important team are all of you. Those of you who have prayed for us during our journey, and the Holy Spirit has directed our journey, in which we want to share with you now. About 8 months ago, Alan Spear said, God has already selected his next pastor for VBC, and all we have to do is identify him to you. So don't worry. And I never forgot those words, Alan. Appreciate that. Our first meeting was on December 9th, and we adopted the following quote. Oh, there it is. A lasting work requires extensive preparation. And I thought I would add to that quote, extensive prayer has also been a big part. And that's from you. Around the same time, we found online the time required to find a pastor is anywhere from 8 months to 18 months. 18 months is way too long for this church. It's too long for me. If we had to wait that long, it's 540 days. I would have to give my next report from a nursing home. That's me, not the rest of you. We agreed that we would not rush to failure. We said that from the beginning, but we needed to move forward. Dear God, we need a plan. We need to have a job opening letter to get us started. If we're going to get applicants, that was going to be accomplishing our final goal, and it be approved. We proved that in one meeting. Now, who are we going to send the letter to? We need a plan. Next part. Okay. We looked at a list of 166 theological institutes and asked for help from outside sources. We utilized Bob Henriques, a former VBC member and missionary, and currently oversees a ministry at McLean Bible Church. It says 14,000 members. We also used Mel Borden, a former VBC elder, Dallas Seminary grad, and taught at Philadelphia Bible College. Their task, we felt that we needed theological institutions where their philosophy and their doctrine would marry up to ours. So that cut us for having to go through the world and getting somebody from North Korea or wherever. So from there, we got these 10 in 5 days out of the 166. We're really thrilled about how that all worked out. So once we had this, our list, out went our letters. What do we do while we're waiting for the resumes to come in? Well, we need another plan. So we needed 3 documents. One would be the resume application, the sermon evaluation, and last but not least, the VBC needs survey that was done by the team, the staff, and the elders. These are some of the tools that we used to determine when that marriage was going to take place. These 3 tools helped us in the selection of the process. Some stay and some would go. And the ones that stayed, we needed another plan. We need to have some reference letters. So as they came in, if we continued to go from a resume to an application, if you got an application, you're becoming higher on the list. And at that point, we would send out and request the references to come back. We probably put at least 100 hours, if not more, were invested individually and corporately at our Wednesday meetings. The majority rule was used for requesting the references. We've bathed this whole process in prayer. And our meeting can be defined by unity, purpose, challenging, respectful, perseverance, God-focused, and God-centered. It's a great team, and we thank you all for your prayers and trust. We are thankful for the opportunity to serve. I wish that many of you could have been at these meetings. It was really great. As our journey continued, certain candidates became the model for others. They exhibited a wow factor. Several meetings took place with several candidates, and one stood out over and over again. The PowerPoint? The summary of our 521 search team started with Proverbs 13:12. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. God may be giving us the opportunity to provide this hope. And again, we have a number of candidates, and the process, seemingly in some respects, got easier because they're the same in many respects. After much sharing and discussion, we voted. The vote was enthusiastically unanimous. We have a candidate we're now turning over to recommending to the elders. On 5/22, the elders received our packet the next day on our top candidate. The search co-chairman, Janine Ball, and myself met with the elders on 5/27 for a Q&A. It was a productive meeting, and now they will do their due diligence. So pray for God's direction, clarity, as the elders move forward. Thank you.